Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We've got a great streak going. Don't random the lost. For Christ's sake, don't random the lost. It's too early for that shit. Okay, good. It's like 1:30 p.m. I can't even front and suggest that it's early in the morning here, but still, everybody starts and ends their days at different times. 1N H 9C 89. Bingo. I gotta admit, I'm feeling a little bit of the pressure. Yesterday, I feel like I had momentum, if that makes sense. A lot of the videos in this streak were recorded within a 24-hour period where I really felt like I was Parker Lewis, you know? I couldn't lose. That's a very strange reference for me to make because I don't think I've ever seen an episode of Parker Lewis Can't Lose. That being said, that doesn't stop me from referencing it. Just because I haven't seen something doesn't mean I can't reference it. I've referenced Schindler's List all the time. I've never seen it. Occasionally throw out an Avatar reference. I've never seen it. I know it's like the #1 grossing movie in theaters of all time. I'm not trying to sound like a hipster. I'll explain to you why I have not seen Avatar. But first, maybe we should talk about what we have in our item room. It's Monster Manuel. I refuse to call it Monster Manual. It's a little bit better now because you can get better monsters like this one right here. I should probably get a move on if we're going to go to our... we'll take it. If we're going to go to our boss rush room, or at least have a chance to go to our boss rush room. Monster Manuel's still bad, though. Here's why I didn't see Avatar, alright? It was not like, oh, I don't want it's the big major motion picture event. I only watch small indie art house films, you know? It wasn't like that. Although I did see Schenectady, New York that year. That being said, it came out when I was in college, but it came out during like the Christmas break season, and all my friends had gone back to their requisite cities, and I was home in the college town that I grew up in. And don't bang on my door, Tomo. I'm telling a story right now. That's very rude. And then everything was like, you know, you gotta see Avatar. If you're gonna see Avatar, see it in theaters. It does the best 3D that's ever been done. Oh my god, cat. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you feline me? You get out of here. Alright. Everything about the Avatar, they said, apologies for that, by the way, said, hey, if you're gonna see Avatar, you gotta see it in theaters. It's the best use of 3D. It's not just like post-processing 3D, it's real 3D. You go see it in IMAX. It's the only way to see it. I bought into the marketing too hard. The marketing backfired. They said it's the only way to see it. By the time, you know, my friends came back, Avatar wasn't really showing that much as they used to be, even though it was popular for several months after it. And all my friends had already seen it back in their hometown, so I was like, well, I guess I'm never going to see Avatar. And then occasionally people were like, hey, you know, what do you want to watch Avatar? And they're like, nah, because I saw it on the big screen. I don't want to see it anymore and ruin my memories of that beautiful, lush world of Pandora, or whatever it's called. I think it's Pandora. So that's why I've never seen Avatar. And then, you know, I got to have a second-hand seat for all the backlash as well when people were like, it's just fucking Fern Gully. It's just Fern Gully meets Dances with Wolves. Yo, I saw Fern Gully in theaters. I was like 2. That movie kind of sucks. Don't let nostalgia blind you too hard. I'm not trying to be the guy who... I'm going to blow this up to hopefully get some good tarot cards, or maybe... Okay, Empress is pretty good. Death is alright. I was hoping maybe we'd pick up a black card out of it, or a Hierophant card, but that's okay. Death card shouldn't kill the... Oh, it does kill the spiders? That's somewhat new for me. Infestation is really good. I thought it would only knock the spiders down to their second phase. Anyway, Infestation 2 is a crazy good get. We also got Synth Oil from the boss, if you would allow me to, you know, ignore the Avatar discussion for a brief moment and then get back to the fact that we are apparently playing a video game here. I'm excited about this run. It's got some good stuff going on. My reflection is like, you know... It was weird items before weird items were big, right? Okay. So this is actually very unfortunate, but as long as we can kill the ghosts, I think High Priestess should be able to stomp on that and just finish it off. That was actually a pretty textbook fight there. We might go, yeah, we'll pick this up. And I think we'll actually, use 1 just to give ourselves spirit hearts for future deals with the devil, hopefully. And there you go, we got 2/3 of the way to Guppy already, which is a pretty amazing start. We could be generating flies and spiders on this run. Anyway, long story short, you know, don't give Fern Gully more credit than it's due. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at here. Let's pop in here, sacrifice one of our spirit hearts for a, you know, non-zero chance to become Guppy, but not a very good chance to become Guppy. And we will... Were there 2 special? No, there were not 2 special rooms here. Don't walk on that. Take the Empress card with us. We're going very quickly here. I'm very happy with this run. Our damage has been improved. We also have generated spiders. We got 2/3 of the Guppy equation. And we have, like, real deal with the Angel Precedent, which doesn't always happen. We could try to get that golden chest over there. I don't think that's a shrewd move, WarioWare. Let's head down to the next floor, shall we? It's, you know, in the marketing for those movies, they never think about people like me who never leave the house, you know? I'm trying to think. I love going to the movies. I actually enjoy it a lot. It gives you an excuse to eat, you know, delicious popcorn, which doesn't happen all that often. But we just don't leave the house that much. I think the last movie I saw in theaters was Guardians of the Galaxy. We saw it probably because Nick was here, and we were like, well, none of us have seen it. We're like the only people on planet Earth who have not seen it. Let's go see it. Apart from that, it's been like probably close to a year since we've been to the movie theater, which is a shame. We should go back. You know, there's good movies that come out all the time. I don't buy into the cynicism about the movie industry. I can't reroll this yet. I'm gonna take it. I thought about it a little bit. We have the luxury of having some time to think about it. Piggy bank will make shop a little bit more valuable. That was not very smart. Or not more valuable, but more likely for us to actually be able to take advantage of it. If we get more keys, that would be lovely as well. You never know what we could end up getting on our shop. You know, there's all sorts of cool synergies, especially considering the build that we've got right now. Considering that we have Guppy's tail, I would love to get Mom's key and have the opportunity for more chests to show up, but also better chests to show up. Not going to fight the boss yet because our D6 isn't ready, and becoming Guppy is really important. Speaking of Guppy, and also the fact that we have spiders, very common items in the shop, Hive Mind or BFF. Either of those or both of those would be amazing. Plus, you've got the requisite stuff that is, you know, somewhere between half decent and good. Stuff like the compass, the map, etc., etc. Stopwatch has been absurdly good the one time we've had it, and then Blue Candle, we would re-roll the crap out of that. But anyway, I should not have gone into this room. This is a mistake. We should have gone to fight our boss instead. But it's not like we're, in all likelihood, going to be missing out on a re-roll as a result of this. So, yeah, like this floor is just a little bit too small to probably make that happen. I would actually love to get the box here, the cardboard box. If we could pick up the consumables from that, that would be lovely. Actually be able to go to our shop. We can easily use that bomb to get the amount of money that would be necessary to buy whatever's in the shop. It could work out nicely for us, but for now, no such luck. You know what, just to be safe, I'm going to pop this Empress card, just to make sure that we don't take red heart damage. I don't think we're liable to take red heart damage, but at the same time, it would be better if we were, like, super unlikely to take red heart damage, because getting a deal with the devil here is pretty dang important. Not just for Guppy interactions, although it would be nice if that... I had a feeling that might happen. It would be nice if that could happen, but mostly, you know, if I could get any high damage item, that would make me feel a little bit better about the fact that we are a little lower on HP than I'd like to admit. Only 2 HP at this point in the game is not a run sunderer, but it's pretty not great. There we go. Very nearly found ourselves in a more difficult position. No deal with the devil. We're going to take our evil upgrade, because it also comes with some bombs. I need the black hearts, unfortunately. And the bombs combined with petrified rock, or lucky rock, sorry, can help us do some good stuff here. So there's one area in particular. I figured, like, these consumables might be the seam that we can start kind of pulling on to make the rest of this floor work out in our favor. It was, yeah, right here. So we should be able to get a lot of money out of this, and also a tinted rock, and also a chest. So we picked up a spirit heart, we picked up another bomb for our troubles, we got a key out of it. This is great. Now we'll actually be able to come back down here and use our key in the shop. A little bit of an unusual kind of area to be doing this, but it's getting the job done. And then in here we have Mom's key, which was an item that I talked about wanting and very much do want. So there's a battery up there. We don't need it. I think we're just gonna go, honestly. And we'll save our consumables and all that good stuff for the next floor. We could, you know, for one bomb, we could pick up a lot of bombs, or a lot of money here. A decent amount of money, at least. But I don't think that's that pressing yet. We're only at 7 minutes. We went to our shop, we went to our item room, we got piggy bank, we got Mom's key, we got an evil upgrade, plus some bombs. Mostly, the most important thing on this run is just keeping our Deal with the Devil dream alive, and ideally having a reroll when we get in there, because we can get a lot of good stuff as a result of that. But it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if we could actually pick up some, you know, just straight up HP as well. One of the things about Rebirth, one of the rare things that does make the game a little trickier, not to say that Rebirth is easier than vanilla, but one of the things that you know, it changes the way that the game is difficult, is that HP upgrades are no longer really the default option, I think. You know, that used to be like, oh, we're fighting a boss, we're gonna get either something special or an HP upgrade, right? It was like the cheeseburger of Binding of Isaac items. It shows up all the time. It's on every menu, you know? We are a little bit slow damage-wise here, but at least we have the keys necessary to, you know, do what needs to be done. Arguably, could be worth it to come into this room, but I'd rather have 3 bombs because we could get a black market if it is one of those, let's see what this is. Okay. We could get a black market if it is, you know, one of the Isaac's rooms, if you know what I mean. For now, still kind of like we're slightly better than the enemies that we're facing. That being said, I would like to be grossly better than the enemies that we're facing. This is actually an amazing room for us. We're going to get 2 bombs, and I was going to say 3 cents probably. The Spirit Heart's very helpful as well. There's our item room. Fighting a lot of rooms where, unfortunately, our spiders are either not able to access the enemies, or after we kill them and spawn them. There was a battery available, yeah. I'm gonna reroll Bob's Brain. We've had it a lot recently. Robo Baby is a lot worse than Bob's Brain, but with the... I wouldn't say recent. With the Rebirth nerf to D6, I think you can't quite afford to be as liberal in your rerolls. I think you gotta be a little bit more on the conservative side. You get 1 reroll, and if there's batteries, maybe some more. But this battery up here, I'm saving it as kind of like a last... you know, worst case scenario option in case we don't get a reroll for our devil room, basically. I'm going to pick it up right now, though, because we're going to go to our curse room right away because we're here. And we'll also check this out. Maybe there will be a black market or something like that. Either way, we have the bombs necessary to make this work. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. We got a key for our troubles. Oh, what the heck? Was that like Robo Baby that did that, or was that my own... Oh, you know what it was? It was my own tear coming back to haunt me. This is a real black market. We haven't gotten one of these in a little while, actually. Okay, so we have Nun's Habit. Wow, unfortunately, we don't have a Demon Beggar. This is a weird one. I'm going to start giving this guy money in the hopes that he gives me HP. Do we want Nun's Habit? Nun's Habit is the best and probably the only one of these items that I would consider takeable. So I think maybe we take Nun's Habit, and then we reroll everything else. And we'll take Humbling Bundle, and we're not going to take Blue Map, even though I think Blue Map is pretty good. The reason we're not going to take it is because I want to make sure that I have 1 Red Heart to trade away on a deal with the devil. Because if I only have 3 Spirit Hearts, that does create a little bit of a problem. Because if I have to trade all 3 Spirit Hearts away, and that's all my HP, it could get me killed unless I'm getting Spirit Hearts back in the trade as well. So this is great. I mean, I'm super psyched to have gotten Nun's Habit. I love Humbling Bundle. That's going to solve a lot of our consumable problems. And Humbling Bundle combined with Guppy's Tail is a great combination. Combined with Mom's Key is an even better combination. Look at this ridiculousness. That being said, we are very much on edge when it comes to our HP right now. That's something I'm gonna wanna get sorted out. And the best way for us to do that is not really to actually pick up more HP upgrades, but rather to pick up 9 lives, which would solve pretty much every problem we could have with this run at exactly the same time. We would drastically improve our damage. We would drastically improve our ability to defy gravity. I mean, flying isn't really defying gravity. It's more, you know, working in equilibrium with gravity. That being said, we would be able to fly. And we would have 9 lives, which means that, you know, we have a little bit more tolerance for taking damage, because if we die, it doesn't really matter all that much. But, you know, we've got to ensure that this actually happens. As you can see, our damage is absolutely terrible. Mega Fatty's no joke, man. And we're going to be a lot better off. While our damage sucks, we're going to be a lot better off fighting these enemies who actually spawn minions of their own, because then we can at least get spiders from them, and our spiders do a decent amount of damage. Also, I have to point out that I am not really loving my reflection right now, at least not until we get some more range upgrades. Good lord, we have to stand like right next to Mega Man. That was the worst interpretation of my own impression there. I cannot feel good about that. I think for all the extra kind of weird stuff we've done on this floor, I think we've probably ruined our chances of getting to boss rush. But I think that's fine. There's BFF, so that's gonna make our flies quite large. Our spiders, I should say, for now. This is good. It does make them better. Come on, you gotta drop. Yeah, that's not really the consumable that I was hoping for, but it's the consumable that I got. Don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. Not really. That quote was kind of irrelevant there, but that's okay. Now, we are gonna have a reroll ready. Hopefully we fight an easy-ish boss. That's all I ask for, an easy-ish boss. Then we find a way on this boss fight, after this boss fight, to improve our damage. Dark One is not so bad, man. That was terrible dodging on my part. But Piggy Bank plus Humbling Bundle, they're working out pretty nicely to at least, you know, give us some extra cash when we run into trouble. If we find an arcade, even though our HP is low, we won't be able to gamble maybe as much as I would like, we should be able to get a stupid amount of cash as a result of gambling on a blood bank. More terrible damage there, but hey, we're still alive. That's the most important thing. Coat Hanger is probably worth picking up. We're not going to have to pay our Krampus tax. We do have to reroll these. They're just not good enough. Yeah, okay, so we're going to take Brimstone here. This is the ultimate admission that I prefer Mom's Knife. Or sorry, that I prefer Brimstone to Mom's Knife. Now, this is the moment of truth. No question about it. Don't touch me. It will be, like, I'm sacrificing the fact that we have... Or I'm sacrificing a lot of our HP, which we don't have very much of, to get... damage, which we also didn't have very much of. My hope is that we can just keep ourselves alive long enough to make this happen. I'm very disappointed that we don't have a Spirit Heart in there, because this does, it puts me in a very tough spot. But all we need to do is get like 1 HP upgrade and then we'll be fine. I mean, we could reroll all this stuff again. Let's do it, because we could become Guppy with 9 lives. It won't kill me, right, to take ceremonial robes? We're alive. Okay, that ended up being an amazing pickup. I don't think there's any other batteries waiting for us. So that ceremonial robes on that reroll might have saved our life. Also, we've now realized that you can reroll Red Heart Deal with the Devil items into Spirit Heart Deal with the Devil items, which is something that is not necessarily practical in all situations, but was very practical for us there. Lucky me. Now, we definitely want to get all these bombs. Oh, man. The rock, like, Lucky Rock combined with Humbling Bundle is pretty amazing here. We're going to pick up as many keys as we get, and we're going to sacrifice bombs to do it because, well, first off, we get cash in the process, but additionally, we have Guppy's Tail, so we want to open as many golden chests as is possible. You know, it's rare to have a run that kind of flip-flops so quickly, but I think I've gone from, like, incredibly... wary about our chances on this run to incredibly optimistic. Like, we should be in a very, very good position now, considering ourselves to be in a very, very good position now. We do need more HP in one way or the other, but the Brimstone pickup is enormous. It's kind of like intangible in its improvement of our run, because it gives us more spiders, which is really the big get from it, to be honest with you. It makes it easier for us to generate spiders, and us generating spiders gives us momentum. So we might as well throw Mr. Boom, like, down here and just pick up something out of it. Like a lot of money. Then we'll reroll Mr. Boom into 10 bombs, which I think is excellent for us. If we could just get money equals power, that'd be amazing. But yeah, we went from not very powerful to kind of extremely powerful very, very quickly, which is it's quite nice. It feels good, man. Feels very good. I don't know how much of that is the result of that black market, but I do appreciate it showing up nonetheless. Okay. Sissy Longlegs. Absolutely we will get Sissy Longlegs. Absolutely we'll get things like Spider Baby if it shows up. Because we... Oh my god. Okay, so I've been wrong about Cricket's Head, by the way. Cricket's Head is not just a 1.5 times damage increase. Cricket's Head is 0.5 damage up, then 1.5 times damage increase. So you actually end up getting... well, basically, I guess, +1 damage, plus your existing damage, plus times 1.5. Anyway, that room is worth it, is pretty much all that you need to know about that one. And it makes Cricket's Head, you know, that much better. It's already, I'd considered it one of the better items in the game, for sure, an item that you'd never pass up. It's even better now. We will take the 9-volt, because we can take the 9-volt. We'll take the Spirit Heart. We don't need to take the battery, because the 9-volt gave us a full charge anyway. Now, this, obviously we're looking for a deal with the devil, or a curse room. It's going to be pretty integral if we end up getting a good deal with the devil here. It would be very, very nice. Oh, red chest could be it, and it's not. This is also, if we could fly, where we would be putting a ton of rocks, or a ton of bombs down on those rocks if we needed cash, but we definitely don't. War. Okay, well, I might just be content to take a single cube of meat or bandage. Orbitals are kind of nice. And we can use our reroll here instead. I thought maybe we'd end up paying the Krampus tax. I gotta be honest with you, Humbling Bundle makes it so Contract from Below is even better, but I think I gotta try the reroll here just to get a little stronger. I think Penetrative Tears, I think Death's Touch gives you more of a damage upgrade. We're just gonna go. I think it gives you more of a damage upgrade than the Fear Shot does. Now, mind you, we would have gotten Fear Shot as well, which, you know, you could debate how much you feel Fear Shot is useful or not useful. I think Fear Shot is mostly pretty good. Yeah, and this, I'm talking about the Fear Shot status effect specifically. What's our tarot card? Death. It's good. We'll use it on the big room probably. I think the Fear Shot status effect is good. Or let's go back. I think Dark Matter is great, but I could only take one of the two items, and I think that the damage from Death's Touch, even though we're not going to be getting the effect of the scythes because we already effectively have Penetrative Tears, is better. That's a very convoluted way of explaining what I was going through there. What is this one? The body. So that's a huge HP upgrade. Pretty much, you know, I don't want to be over dramatic, but that might just win us the run right there. Any problems that we had with our HP have now pretty much vanished. We're going to buy the map. I think we're going to buy the battery. And then we're going to reroll that. And I think there's options. It's not very good, but with the amount of money we have, why not, right? And then we've got, you know, another Spirit Heart over here, along with a bunch of keys and a bunch of money as well. Yeah, this run, just by getting the body, it was already in a great position, but by getting the body, I think we've entered a kind of point in this run where it's almost unlosable, I think. Which is going to disappoint a lot of people to hear, but I think the streak is going to continue here, which is exciting. And honestly, we're going to be able to easily get back into Boss Rush. I don't really worry about that. Sure, 2 of clubs. I don't really worry about that Sad Onion pickup not being that effective. You know, we're just going to not worry about re-rolling it and instead get ready to handle our Boss Rush here. If we want to, if there's a good item on it. No deal with the devil. That's fine. We're going to take the Polaroid because I love the chest. Northern Lion loves the chest. You got me. This is actually like a fairly good assortment of items here. I'm going to choose to go with Stigmata. Damage plus HP. But I will say that Bloody Lust is pretty good. I prefer Stigmata, I guess I should say, because it's a permanent-esque damage upgrade as opposed to Bloody Lust, which is more situational. You know, if you take damage, it can give you a greater damage upgrade. But if you don't take damage, then it doesn't do that much for you. We also, almost certainly, like, as optimistic as I could be about this boss rush room, it's extremely unlikely that we get through this without getting hit at least once more. Which, for me, means that we should be able to get a reroll on whatever our second item is, in case it sucks, which it may. But this is shaping up to be a pretty easy win here. Didn't always start out like that. I can't believe that we're not going to, in all likelihood, become Guppy here. After all of the, you know, investment in becoming Guppy on those early rooms, nearly got me killed. And yet, still, we've managed to piece together a pretty amazing run. Admittedly, the Guppy influence is still helping. Guppy's tail is helping us out an awful lot with these extra items and, of course, the, you know, delicious Mom's Key golden chests that I can't be mad about in the least. Oh, that happens from time to time. You have basically no hope. It's very nice to be able to take out, like, multiple bosses at the same time. I didn't even see what boss that was. I don't even remember. This is Bloat, yeah. This is why I was very wary about doing boss rush on that Lost run, because this Bloat laser always, or not always, but sometimes takes you by surprise, you know? If possible, I would very much love to kill Death before Death spawns any more scythes. Death's still hanging around. War, I guess I'd knocked him into that state. Didn't mean to, but it's a good thing that it happened. One more. Oh, no, it's done. There's options. Sacrificial Dagger or Charm Shot. Honestly, I think we're okay to just take Charm Shot. Oh, it's Fear Shot. Well, now I have the status effect of Fear Shot. That's what I get for shit-talking it a little bit earlier. Why is perfume fear? Perfume... I can't speak, apparently. Perfume should be charm. That's what it's there for. Just pop this. Why not? Save ourselves some trouble. Get a nice little bit of spider momentum. We're pretty unlikely to need all of these pennies, so you'll forgive me, hopefully, for being a little bit not vigilant about getting them. And I think it's looking very likely that our streak goes up to 9. That's exciting. I had a feeling, and this is going to sound cocky, but I had a feeling if I just put my mind to it and got a little lucky to not random the lost, that I'd be able to get a decent streak going here. This is just me doing, like, test drives for if it's possible for me to do streaky runs in the future. And I do think it's going to be possible to get into the double digits and maybe even start pursuing... I mean, the double digits is a pretty wide range, but start pursuing, like, even the higher double digits. So I'm excited about... I'm excited about what a 9-win streak means within the context of it basically just being a proof of concept that I'm not truly awful at Rebirth. It feels good. I have a feeling, the reason I'm not picking up this money, first off, I have a feeling it's never going to be relevant, but secondly, I have a feeling that we're going to probably hit 99 cents by accident. You know, we're going to accidentally walk over enough money to take us to that threshold. Or, you know, accidentally bomb some rocks, getting a golden chest, and then we get, you know, 15 cents out of that. We didn't even do anything, and there's our accidental 99 cents right there. So we do have a, either a double boss or a Mr. Fred boss. Either one does not worry me at all, basically. It is Mr. Fred. Mr. Fred is probably a little bit easier than, you know, some of the double bosses we could be facing. I'd rather be facing Mr. Fred than Double Gertie. And I think, you know, both of these are okay, but we're going to go with growth hormones for the damage upgrade. Had a feeling we'd be fighting Krampus. Honestly, a lump of coal is probably a good pickup, but I'm going to reroll it in the hopes of becoming Guppy. You know what? Pentagram might be a smaller damage upgrade, but at least, you know, we hedged our bets a little bit. We got a damage upgrade out of it nonetheless. That's pretty good. And we're not going to lose this one. I'm trying to be better about calling things a one run if they are a one run. This is a one run. The only thing that would make it better, realistically, is if we maybe picked up Miter or Relic. Something that allowed us to be a little bit more optimistic about our HP. You know, getting random Spirit Hearts is probably going to be enough to keep us doing very well. But it would be nice to maybe pick up a few more, you know? Especially if we had the illusion that they could show up with some regularity. And maybe that'll happen on the chest, you never know. I don't think this will be our boss room. I think that's a pretty unlikely drop for us here. But we might get lucky. Oh, it is. Wow, that is kind of a big surprise for me. And considering the spider army that we're bringing in here, I don't think Mom's Heart's gonna stand up to this for too long. And our individual Brimstone shots do so much damage that it doesn't really matter if our spiders are around anyway. So this run, it started out so harrowing, and now has found itself in a very comfortable position. And if nothing else, you know, and I realize that this might not be the most, you know, tension-inducing run, but maybe that's a good thing for some people. Shouldn't be self-conscious about trying to win. It's a very, you know, stereotypically Canadian habit I'm trying to get over. Let's see, Guppy? Guppy? There's zero Guppy action happening here. But we can probably generate a bunch of spiders. I think we'll net gain spiders instead of losing them. Yeah, I thought it would be double monster. We actually just vaporized one. We did lose some spiders in the process, though. But anyway, if nothing else, I think this run proves how valuable Brimstone is. Mind you, it was very nice to also get ceremonial robes, because picking up Brimstone did put us in a position where we were literally only one bad hit away from being dead forever and losing our streak. But I never really felt like the tension there was real, you know? We broke even here. I felt like we were pretty much in a guaranteed positive position from that get. Telepills. The only thing that I'm really thinking that we can use telepills for here is going into a curse room, but we don't even have any curse rooms remaining in the rest of the game, I think. I think at this point, you don't get curse rooms on the chest. I've never really thought about it. Maybe you get curse rooms on the chest. I don't think you do, though. Some more golden chests wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. By the way, we stand to gain probably an absurd amount of items on the chest, because we have Mom's Key. Mom's Key makes it so likely that you get a chest when you finish a room. It'll probably be a golden chest, based on the fact that we have Guppy's Tail, which is fine, because we have 28 keys. I have passed some by. Hopefully that doesn't end up biting me in the ass too hard, but yeah, I would expect to probably stand to gain an awful lot of items, because every item is guaranteed to, or every chest is guaranteed to pay out with an item on the chest. It should be kind of stupid. I'm pretty excited about it. This is like, you know, everyone loves the Jera rune runs with blank card. This is almost like that, just in a little bit less of a bombastic kind of iteration, you know? We're gonna probably end up getting somewhere in the vicinity of at least maybe like 10 to 12 chests. That's valuable, man. That's not quite Jera rune. That's like 1.5 Jera rune. But you're gonna get more than 1.5 charges on blank card. But still, we don't have a left hand to drop. Let's see what we got. Chocolate milk. Headless baby. Midas touch. Halo of flies. So, this is not going to be a popular decision, but I'm going to reroll all of them except Headless Baby. We don't need the extra defense from Halo of Flies, I think. Midas Touch, we're not going to be walking into enemies. Chocolate Milk could ruin Brimstone. Let's reroll everything. Tiny Planet Brimstone. This doesn't ruin it. This gives you like a sweet Brimstone shield, right? Yeah, I like that a lot. We'll probably end up rerolling everything else just because it's not cool enough for us at this point on our run. Rosary could be great, but I would rather just reroll it into something that's a little bit of a high damage item, you know? And who needs a Halo of Flies when you got a Halo of Blood Lasers from Brimstone here? There we go. Cricket's Body. Unfortunately, we're not going to get any splash damage out of it, but that's okay, I think. I don't really care what we kill last here. Wow, thank you, Super Gluttony, for making Super Envy not a problem in the least. There's another chest. They're not really proving to be golden chests. Which I like, because it means we can save our keys, and everyone gives us a free item. If it's passive, I'm likely to take it, just because we're not going to... Oh my god. Hat's going crazy. Just because we're not liable to be able to reroll our chests all that often. So yeah, this is going to be another... I mean, the fact that we're doing so well now kind of betrays the fact that this was a little bit more of a difficult run to start with, but... hey, this is cool. So I would love to take Rubber Cement. Unfortunately, Rubber Cement doesn't work with Brimstone. If there are going to be synergies hard-coded into the expansion that don't work right now, I would love to see somehow Rubber Cement plus Brimstone working in tandem with one another. I don't know how it would work, because Brimstone has infinite range, so you'd think it would just bounce off the walls forever, basically. But, you know, maybe give it one bounce or something like that, and then it dies on the second bounce. And it just, like, fills the screen. Rubber Cement Brimstone is not a common synergy. Like, it's not a common setup, so... I don't think you'd have to worry about it showing up all the time. It'd be one of those ones people would write home about. Can you hear this? Cat is going apeshit right now, trying to get into this room. It doesn't. It's so close to the run being over, man. Just live with it, okay? We still can't fly, and we're still not Guppy, but we have everything else that a man could ask for on a Binding of Isaac Rebirth run, including toxic bombs. You know what, Tomo? I'll come get you. I'll get you. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Welcome back. Enter the room, please. Hello. Yeah, no, that's my chair. That's my chair. You can have my room. You can't have my chair. All right. We have rerolls again, so we're going to bring them back. Don't sleep in the drawer, you jerk. So we do laundry, and then all the clothes end up being freaking furry again as a result of your actions. Mom's Eye could be cool with this. I have no idea how this synergy is going to work. Occasionally, we may shoot a little brimstone laser out of the back of us. Or occasionally, we... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, we might have some kind of weird, like, pretzel thing going on. Look, I wasn't going to call it a weird pretzel thing. That's revisionist history. But still, that's kind of cool. Mom's Eye is like Loki's Horn. It's one of the worst items that has some of the coolest synergies with it, I think. Coolest looking, at least. Maybe not, like, most actively cool. What do we got here? Aries. Aries is probably the worst horoscope item. Or the worst zodiac item. Sorry, I punched my microphone a little bit there. Tomo, buddy. What you doing in the drawer? That's my underwear drawer, man. You want my genitals to be furry? It's gonna be, like, real itchy, dog. Kate's gonna think I have some kind of STD. Or that I'm fucking a cat, I guess. You know, the evidence is there, I suppose. Peeper's Eye. Well, we're getting all the eye items. I wonder how this would work if we picked up, like, quad shot or triple shot. We're never gonna know, probably. Dad, sea scrolls, really? Well, maybe we'll get a lucky rune or something from this guy. Can this guy give you runes? I mean, they are, well, we don't need to worry about it. The bean! Alright, Judgment. Work with me here, buddy. There is some HP we can pick up. Alright, we don't want the coin purse. We'll reroll both of them. Sure, this is fine. We're not gonna end up using Suicide King, obviously. Let's just fight Isaac, realizing all of a sudden that I'm not necessarily doing quite as much damage as I thought I was. A little bit more nervous. Probably should have picked up that HP upgrade before we came in here, huh? But we are going to be generating a lot of flies. It's going to be tough to hit me. We walked into him, but he'll be dead. He'll be dead. What a weird little crueler of a Brimstone shot we've going on here. Let's do it one more time for old time's sake. No, one more time for old time's sake. One more time for old time's sake, though. Hey, what an interesting shot. With Loki's horns, that could have been very cool. As for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the run. We're about to hit double digits if we win on our next run. That'll largely be dependent on our randoming, but in any case, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.